Yeah, I'm more curious to see whether it will be slower or fast than how they will use their ability, because I think they are both well versed enough to know what they are doing with their ability. And starting on Hell, he's getting the rail spawn and popping the piercing sight immediately. I think that is a nice choice at the start, just to not run into Ranger when only having the railgun.
I totally agree, and I think this is a perfect start for Hell so far. He got a great spawn, and the piercing sight usage was really great, just to see where exactly Wolf is going. So he saw that Wolf was going straight for the lightning gun, so he had an opportunity to go grab the rocket and take a really good position on T. And then Wolf, being a little bit careless, was just running on the low ground, and we see immediately Hell pushing his advantage. And I think that he's playing a perfect game so far with these rails, and then trapping wolfpl in the railgun. And we're seeing a very fast game, and I think in this case, where Hell's movement and his aim is looking really crisp, I think that this is definitely to his benefit. And that was a really clean combo kill.
Yeah, Hell is just putting up a very, very composed... Like, the game is kind of fast, but Hell hasn't really moved further than from rail to heavy and to rockets. Now this time the orb is able to get a kill. Beautiful frag, nice trap.
Yeah,
Still
I think that was
Heavy
massive. I think that was a massive misplay from Hell. Like, both items were up. He had the piercing sight, but Wolfie, he had the close range position with rockets and orb. Like, there was no reason for Hell to push that. And I think that was such a massive mistake compared to if he just backed up to Mega and gave Wolfie the heavy, and it's just given Wolfie just such a massive opportunity in this game to regain control. And we're seeing immediately Hell trying to push on the low ground with Rocket and LG, and Wolfie just connecting with those rails and now gonna rotate around to heavy.
Yeah, I think Hell kind of did the same mistake twice when he pushed down a shotgun and till Wolf had good rockets just to punish that move. Now he's in full control, like triple or even 4 times the stack. And Hell is in need of finding like the railgun and whatever. And now till the Wolf is easily not hitting that rail. That angle was like such 100% ones, but okay. So he still gets the item without any casualties for his himself. No damage. Hell, I think, doesn't have Tribolt or rail yet. He's trying to get the rail, and he will get it. I don't think that Wolf will rocket jump up, and so no damage traded. And now Hell is looking to set a position.
Yeah, I think this was a bit of a misplay from Wolfie, since he gave up the rail position entirely to Hell, which he really didn't need to. And then at the same time, he's not making any opportunity to close that gap. Like, he's staying on the low ground where it's a beneficial railgun fight for Hell. And we're going to see now if Hell can capitalize on it in this fight. However, I think Wolfie better positioned. The orb is up. Can Hell hit the rail? He can't hit the finishing rail. And grabbing that heavy, this could be great for Wolfie. However, the shots are just not landing. And even though Hell was railable that whole time, Wolfie was not able to find the finishing shot. And now with Hell on the T position, this could be a great opportunity for him to push an advantage after grabbing this Mega, since Wolfie doesn't have much health to speak of. And if Hell can just keep Wolfie relegated to this lightning gun position, it'll be very difficult for Wolfie to regain control on this map. And we see, I think that was a piercing sight rail as well, so we're seeing Hell back in his comfort zone with the rail shots. And I think that just goes to show, like, Wolfie made a big mistake by giving Hell the opportunity to play that long range game.
Yeah, I mean, Wolf has been hitting good rails at the start and then completely started to miss every shot he took. And Hell just kept it up. Like, Hell kept it going, nice back-to-back rails, but they don't really mean much here as Hell is getting so much resources back. And yeah, now it's LG against LG. Wolf is going in aggressively. Heavy's there for Hell to heal him up mid-fight, and Wolf has no resources again. The light armor at LG is taken. He probably can't even walk up the stairs at all, but insane defense there from Wolf, and now he probably has earned himself a lot of resources and positioning, and yeah, turned the tables kind of.
Yeah, that was a massive turn of events from Wolfie. He was really suffering in that fight at the heavy, as he was a bit too late for it, and Hell was able to get the drop down on heavy first before Wolfie could even orb to it. However, while Hell was trying to push for the portal, he kind of stutter stepped a bit and was giving Wolfie opportunities to hit those rockets, and then Hell just was not able to get onto the high ground and gave Wolfie access to the Mega. And now Wolfie doing a great job capitalizing on that mistake from Hell, and is gonna regain some full control on the map and be able to set up on both of the items early. And he also now, worth noting, has an opportunity to deny Railgun from Hell. Now Hell is gonna get the drop down, and Wolfie's not gonna be able to punish it. However, he will look for this rail angle. And that'll be very important. Even though Wolfie's a bit too weak to stick around for Mega, it'll still keep the stack of Hell under control, so Hell can't just go full speed ahead and try to push that advantage. And now good timing from Wolfie. He's just going to wait to hear when the Mega's picked up, and he's going to grab that light armor.
Oh, nice. I like that rocket jump a lot, and Hell is, yeah, the orb. I think orbing back was just like a death sentence, because there's no way that you win that fight. And oh, this is when you like clip the ledge when you don't want it. Nice pushback from the rail, clipped him like over the ledge of the second ridge where the light armor and the health bubble are, and ringed him out. And oh, now another kill off the snowball. And will he get a third? At least the rail is hitting, and Wolf has nothing. Like, still railable. Tribolt would have been the perfect weapon here. And Hell can just walk forward now with MG in hand or spam nail guns, but Wolf is being so, like, elusive right there. And earned himself a heavy. Great play.
We're seeing one key factor on this map is whoever has the high ground position on the items is always winning the fights. We see that over and over again at heavy, where whoever's standing on that platform above heavy is winning these rail fights, as it's such a hard angle for the opponent to hit. And then we're also seeing the same thing kind of at Mega, and I think that it also shows a mistaken approach from some of these players who are trying to slow walk it through the low ground rather than trying to approach from the high ground flank. And we see it almost work out for Wolfie. He did manage to steal the heavy from Hell and force Hell back into kind of a weaker position, giving Wolf an opportunity to get onto the Mega early. And he doesn't have a railgun, so he might have to slow play it a bit, but if he can rotate around the high ground for heavy, especially if he has a Tribolt, he can try to take it himself. The orb's not going to be up though, but we're seeing this time a missed rail from Hell, allowing Wolfie to close the distance, making it so Hell can't go for more rail shots. And I think that was a great play from Wolfie to try to regain some control on this map. And he's going to have to get a clean kill soon to try to rack up these spawn frags.
Yeah, I just wonder why Hell wasn't like guarding that rail angle or the rocket jump and trying to hit a rail himself when Wolf was trying to get that rail. But in the end, it worked out because he like got an unreturned rail and then managed to get in position for Mega. Great play then from the old legend, I was going to say, but yeah, this time Wolf is using the orb perfectly. Nice little adjustment on the railgun shot.
And this is the golden opportunity for Wolfie to come back. There's still enough time on this map, especially if he can manage to turn around a kill here, which it looks like he might. He should try to cut Hell off, but he makes the wrong read and instead goes for Mega, giving Wolf giving Hell an opportunity to escape and restack on this light armor. And I think this could be the defining moment that loses Wolf an opportunity to come back. Hell still, he's leaving up angles, but Wolf is not able to hit them. And the longer it takes for Wolf to connect with these shots, the less time there is for him to come back. And I think the more this timer ticks down, the less likely it's looking. He does have Hell trapped though, and we'll see if he can get a kill with the orb into the LG.
I was going to, like, as soon as Wolf reactivated the orb and didn't get hit by a direct, I was pretty sure that there's no way that he's not gonna get that frag. Heavy is up, just spawned now, but he's chasing Hell as he kinda needs to put him in a very uncomfortable spot. Because he has only 1 minute for 3 frags. He needs to find a way to spawn force him and calculate in the delay, and that you not are able to finish one immediately off of spawn, and he all ins, and Hell is just lifting him up. Great play there.
Game.
Yeah, that's it.
Wolfie was missing far too many rails at the end there. Like, he had opportunities to hit Hell with the rail while chasing, but he missed it almost every time, and it left him with no choice but to try to push close range against Hell, and it just didn't work out for him. And so this will be a very good momentum for Hell to take into map 2. And I think it also goes to show you can't underestimate the visor on this map.
Yeah, I really liked how the piercing sight was used, right? Because it was not like, okay, I'm spamming it and I'm just denying vials. It was used in times to get like cheeky shots that you normally wouldn't be able to get, or it was used to find a way to rotate the map when he was out of control to get securely into a safe spot of stack or to collect some weapons. So that there were multiple times how you can get value out of that, and then he was always able to set up in a way where he was able to hit like these rails that Wolf just couldn't return. Just very well played from Hell there.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Visor's going for on this map. It was played beautifully from Hell. There were moments where, you know, setups on items were a bit weak, or he's trying to push low ground onto high ground and just missing all his shots. And those are the moments where he lost control from Wolfie, but he was always able to pretty quickly regain it, using that piercing sight and setting up on items early and just hitting those rail shots. And I think the piercing sight really did aid him in that, and allowed him to regain control so many times. And now we're going on to map 2. We got Galena versus BJ on Veil of Noth. I think a pretty even matchup, and possibly a slower matchup too. We'll have to see. That the Awoken game, I think, was very fast paced. On Veil, you can slow it down sometimes though by just taking that high ground, especially with Galena if you're setting up totems there.
All right,
we've returned.
We are here, Team Badonkadonk.
Yes.
Let's go, have fun.
Thank you, boys.
Yeah, well done. Yep. I mean, I've met Hell quite a few times in pubs, and we've chatted in the game. Really good bloke, really good dude. Really wants to win. Cares a lot. Thinks he's always very hard on himself. And anytime I've chatted with him, I've always encouraged him to enter these challengers and to do these tournaments. Because he's a fantastic player. It's just, I think it's more of a mental issue with him more than a mechanic issue, or at least that's my point of view.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you. I'm not sure what it is exactly, but obviously there's some sentiment of like, you know, as we all know, the game is not necessarily perfect, but you get to play through these issues, and
yeah,
sometimes that can be the difference between winning and losing for a lot of the time.
So I'm starting on Hell.
Okay.
He got the heavy spawn. I probably think that's a better spawn as Galena, because, I mean, with this map at least, it shouldn't be too difficult to get a totem farm going. Because we talk about this every time we watch you guys play. You know, like where Hell is right now. None of you guys go back there unless you have to. So there are 4 or 5 totems back there sometimes. Before you guys even think to be like, oh shit, maybe he's got overstack. Should probably go check that out. Okay.
But see, that's the thing here is like you can have the totems, but if BJ is going to come in with double LG and just
double
instantly hit you and kill you, I mean, what are you going to do? Yeah, exactly. But here we go. Wolf is in there, and he's going to clear the totems. You should do.
Cool. So that's a deliberate move, I think. Although going up to that, you know, like where the power-up item spawns in pub games. Is that an area of control for this map? Because you're not on the top, you're not on the bottom. Is that just to hear item pickups? I mean, why? Nice. Oh man, Wolf bringing it out.
Wait a second.
Yeah, we got to see.
Fortunately, doesn't connect the rail over Mega. Hell surely is the kill for Hell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Not the healthiest of dudes, but I mean, it'll work.
Which area were you talking about?
Where the power-up item spawns.
Right, to stand there. I mean, the trouble is, like, you can't... You know, the guy who's standing above you has, like, direct position, and you can't really do too much on the heavy, so it's not great. You don't see often many people stand there. Again, Wolf pushing in with double LG.
Okay.
Actually might work out Hell's way.
Yeah, this is alright.
He actually does.
Yeah, he tipped around. The pillar saved him there. I mean... And he's gonna get Wolfie on this respawn here.
And it seemed like a bit of a tilt push from Wolfie there. I think he only just had rail, but Definitely Hell had everything he needed in that position. Again, gonna be another spawn kill.
Yeah. What's that little? What is he doing? Is he trying to flick rocket? Is he? What was that?
To be honest, I'm not sure. I don't understand why he's trying to attack. I think he's just. I think here it's like he needs to do better on this map, but at the moment, Hell is obviously getting such a sizable lead. It's not really going to give him a chance.
I will purge you from this world.
How far can this go before it's too much?
I mean, even now it's quite tough.
I mean, literally, yeah. Did he just pop? He did, didn't he? Yeah.
He did, yeah. See, the problem is here is like if Hell decides to change his ways, and every single frag now he makes it that Wolf takes so much damage after every kill, it's very hard. Dude. He's gonna need so much time. I mean, he does still have 7 minutes, but Wolf is gonna need start getting some clean kills and a lot of control. But Hell
Not like
making
this.
it tough for him.
Yeah. Oh, how did that rail? Okay, whatever. We don't ask questions. This is Quake. Managed to get the totem farm cleaned up there. I think that was more by accident than on purpose, but hey, it works. You need to push here? I guess he doesn't know how low he really was.
I think focus on the control. You don't want to just like push into rail, and then if you mess it up, you also lose control again. So Wolf kind of needs to make sure he's gonna make something of it, but Hell doesn't know where he is. Nice trap by Wolfie.
Nice. This needs to, yeah. So it's only.
Oh, the flyby rockets.
I don't
Too
know.
close. This is there. Okay, Wolf pushing in again. Nice LG push.
Awesome.
Might end up being a kill, surely.
No, he's gonna miss.
Hell's
He's
gonna
miss
steal
out.
it.
And he just needs to walk over a totem and you'll have giant stack again.
See, sometimes people, this is where it's so interesting about how a lead, it may seem like, how can I say, when someone has such a sizable lead here, look at how Hell's able to play now. He understands he doesn't necessarily need any more kills than he's got, and he can make it so hard playing defensive. Wolfie just has to push into him.
You're right.
And
It's like he has
making
to.
it, yeah.
It's like he's gotta. It's like he can't.
Your soul.
Something untranslatable.
I think that's translatable to anyone who plays this game.
Mental frustration. Yes,
Yeah.
there you go. Yeah.
Holy shit! Did you see that?
That launch.
Okay. The old
Okay, Wolfie
tribal.
gets a kill.
5-minute warning.
But look at this. See, the trouble is now he's got no stack. Now, if Hell works his way right, he can potentially be stealing away the heavy here too. Okay,
I think
nice rail.
I think he's just playing angles because he's like, I can, or I can just sit here and rail him and let him get it. I mean, because even when the game was at 5 minutes, Wolfie needed to get a frag a minute minimum, right? So if he is sitting at the same scoreline going with 6 minutes past, he's already behind the 8 ball. He's got to make something happen like now. And it's all, and that's the worst feeling, you know. It's all on my shoulders. I have to do this. I have to put myself in a bad position. That's pretty cool. So he's on track. Now he has to turn around and do it again and not die.
I think that's the other thing you said just at the end there as well, like the not dying factor. I mean, it seems simple enough, but the problem is like, Hell, every single kill that he's getting is making it very, keeping Wolfie so low that he can't continue the control. He can't keep the momentum. But here we go. Nice rockets by Wolfie. Didn't take too much damage there.
Hell is giving him some presents here. Giving him lots of presents.
Okay, well, if he hit that rail, that would have been really nice, but Hell will
That would have
survive.
been amazing. Did he hear that?
And this surely
he heard it. He heard it.
Yeah. There you
Okay.
go.
Well, fuck me, Davey. He's doing exactly what I said he had to do. He's totally on track. Never mind.
I think the matter of the fact is that the kills have been somewhat clean, or at the end there, like in that last one, it wasn't a clean kill, but Hell didn't go for the heavy. So then it enabled Wolfie to kind of just continue the control, and it's a huge deal. And again, now he's got the momentum.
He's used that TP twice. Oh no. Yeah. Feels bad, man. Oh boy.
Hell is still playing defensive, but this is where it gets a little bit problematic for Hell, because now he's taking too much damage in between items that when the major items are coming up, he can't even fight. He's too low. And now Wolfie got the heavy. And nice trap by Wolfie here, but didn't hit. Wow,
No.
2 rails.
That's brutal.
Stopwatch.
I mean, he just cannot die. He can't die. If he dies, I think we're done. Yeah, I think we're done here. Because now he's behind the 8-ball. You know, now it's not like out of control here, but I mean, like you don't want to be. Oh, okay, nice.
I mean, I thought Wolfie was completely dead there, but excellent rocket jump, pick up the heavy and hit a rocket.
Yeah, I
couldn't ask for anything better.
Why not, Dave? Why not? It always works like that. It's exactly how we drew it up. Just hit a rocket jump, hit it direct. Shooting up with a rocket. What could go wrong?
Wolfie's gonna make something happen here.
Yeah, as I say, it has to be increasingly more risky now. He's just gotta basically push in and see what happens, because it's I mean, Hell's doing the right thing, just wasting a buttload of time. There we go. Just wasting a buttload of time. Yeah, go ahead, kill me, whatever, biggie.
Yep. Something I just like to notice, just like all the spectators that are watching, is like, think of all the practice games you have, right? Think about how, like, you've got a 4-frag lead, and, you know, 1.5, 2 minutes left to go. In a practice game, you just push, you don't really care, you're doing whatever. Here, all of a sudden, like, this tightness, like, Hell's being so tight with the rails. Even in that moment where Wolfie was mounting the comeback, he had 2 rails and suddenly kills the momentum completely. I think Hell's really good there to identify the situation, of like, to play the particular way that he did, make it that much harder for Wolfie to come back, rather than just attacking and doing whatever. So, yeah, I think we'll play to him now.
Well done, and I'm happy for Hell. I think this is, I don't want to speak out of turn here, but I think this is the furthest he's gone in a qualifier. He's up to round 4, and he'll be playing against Proximo, actually.
I believe so, and that'll be a really tough game for both players. I think both players very evenly matched.
Indeed.
Proximo, I actually played against him a few days ago, and he is looking really sharp right now. The aim, I think the positioning sometimes is still a little off, but the aim and I think the overall game sense is better than it was last year. I'm having a harder time against him, so I think he has a very real shot of winning this. I think both of these players will, and I think it'll be a bloodbath for both of them.
It's gonna be good, man. So, what do we got going on here? I'm assuming